Welcome to our video, The Untold Story, How Africa Lost Egypt. Today, we're going to explore the history behind the separation of Egypt from the rest of Africa, and the implications that has had for the continent as a whole. Egypt's history is rich and storied, with advanced mathematical and architectural achievements and intricate hieroglyphic writing. However, what many people don't know is that Egypt was once part of Africa, and its culture and history are deeply intertwined with the rest of the continent. Over time, Egypt began to distance itself from the rest of Africa, both culturally and politically. This separation had profound consequences, not just for Egypt, but for the entire continent. The separation of Egypt from Africa began during the era of colonization, when European powers sought to divide and conquer the continent for their own economic gain. They created artificial borders that ignored centuries of cultural and ethnic connections, including the bond between Egypt and the rest of Africa. As European influence grew in Egypt, the country's ruling elite began to adopt European cultural and political norms, distancing themselves further from the rest of Africa. This process was accelerated by the construction of the Suez Canal in the late 19th century, which made Egypt a crucial hub for international trade but also further cemented its status as a distinct entity from the rest of Africa. The cultural separation between Egypt and Africa has had profound consequences for the continent as a whole. Africa has been deprived of a vital connection to one of its most influential and powerful historical civilizations, and Egypt has lost its place as an integral part of the African story. However, there are signs that this separation is beginning to be bridged. African leaders and scholars are working to reconnect Egypt to its roots and build a more unified continent, one that recognizes and celebrates the diversity of its many cultures and histories. In conclusion, the story of how Africa lost Egypt is a complex and multi-layered one, with implications that reach far beyond the borders of any one country. By working to build bridges between Egypt and the rest of Africa, we can begin to rebuild a more unified and equitable continent that honors its many diverse cultures and histories. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and family.